What up, everybody? This is the Amish. Make sure we're 5x5. Make sure we're 5x5. Sound like we're 5x5? You can skip ahead to the 10-minute mark. As usual, the show's going to start at 10 minutes. And I do hope everybody is well. Hey, Ricardo. Thank you for joining. Thank you. All righty. This is going to be a legendary stream right here. I normally don't talk about this kind of stuff, and it's something that took almost 20 years for me to gather this type of information. I just decided, you know what, I'm going to talk about it. I was kind of triggered. So, hey, Shane, thanks for joining. Hello, Amish, rock on. JK, one man and his detector. Welcome to stream, my friend. Thank you for joining. So, Days of Noah documentary. If you guys know who he is, he's Richie from Boston's friend. He's he's a decent enough guy. I think he's order. Make sure we're still 5x5. He's pretty cool or whatever. He released an Astro World documentary, and I was kind of triggered. It. I want to make sure. Hey, what's up, everybody? 5x5. Sorry about that. I got NASA working on the back end to fix some of these issues. We still got 24-hour live stream from Mars happening right now, but it's harder to do here on Earth, but on Mars we're good. I mean, you guys understand, right? Hey, Vertex. All right, 5x5. Think we're good. Think we're good. All right. I can hear myself, so I think you guys can hear me. If you can't, let me know. All righty. I think we're good now. Back to what I was saying. Show starts in 10. Um, in like 3 more minutes. Uh, Days of Noah did a broadcast on is a documentary on Astro World, the Travis Scott situation. And I was kind of triggered by it. It's not that he was wrong, but I feel like I wanted to give some information on this, as I normally don't really talk about it much. And last time I did like an expose, like some kind of an exposure on this industry thing, YouTube took me down and told me I can't, I can't talk like that. So I'm gonna do this in 2 parts. The second part's gonna be really good. It's gonna be bloodlines, and I'm gonna show you guys a whole bunch of like interesting stuff, showing these celebrities like before they were even celebrities as kids, with really big individuals. Hey, Dodge. Hey, nice to see you. So it's a lot of interesting stuff. But Days, he was kind of doing it by looking from the outside in, which is fine. It's fine. I'm not saying he's wrong. It's the way millions of other people would see it if you were to start looking into the industry. So I'm gonna give you guys stuff like a lot of information on that stuff. And I am gonna try this Thursday for anybody who wants to come on a stream and talk and chat it up a little bit about any topic. I'm not too um, really I'm in between 2 places with this whole sickness situation going on because people have had 2 years now to research this, and I feel like me actually risking getting my channel taken down talking about all of these variants and crap. I think it's just pointless. I think that if people can't wake up and understand reality at this point, then they won't. So I'm not even sure how many streams I really even want to do about that. But this is one that was triggering me, and I just feel like this one I have to actually talk about because it's unknown. I mean, if you're not an artist trying to really break into the industry and stuff, and you're really not trying to, you know, it, it takes years. Like I said, 20 years. I've been doing this. I went to the first radio station when I was 11 years old. So I got to talk to the DJs and the program directors, radio hosts, everybody. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm sure, man. Hey, Eternal. What's up, man? Is that cryptic? All right. Oh, there is something new. I don't know if you guys have heard of this. It's extremely dangerous. Um, it's called the Decepticon variant, and it will kill you after 30 days of exposure. So make sure you got 4 or 5 masks to put on. The reason I'm not on Facebook is because I told people they should wrap a plastic bag on their head. Like, oh, you hateful racists, and I'm just like, you know what, dude, whatever. So they deleted my account. There's back and forth all over the place, right? All right, guys, let's get into it. Let's go. So this is gonna be like a background type of thing. It's gonna be all around. It's really good, but check this crap out, okay? So let's start with this guy. Extremely important. Cole Bennett. Oh, this is also going to be based on hip hop and pop genres, but all of these are all the same. It doesn't matter. They're all the same. Okay. This is Cole Bennett. I don't know if any of you know who Cole Bennett is. Okay. I have contacted this individual and a few other things in the past. So Cole Bennett, 3 million followers on his Instagram, it looks like. American business executive, videographer, music video director, blah, blah, blah. I found out that this guy is a direct executive of Interscope Records. Okay. They hire these guys and build these guys up so that they are the ones responsible for the entire industry. Okay. So he's not a rapper. He's not anything. Right. This is Lyrical Lemonade. Oh, Gordon's son. Lyrical Lemonade. This dude's 25 years old. Keep in mind. Please keep that in mind. Don't tell me I didn't. All right. I don't think I brought it up. Okay. Anyway, Lyrical Lemonade. Okay. This guy here. Here's what you're going to see. Okay. And this is stuff that like Days of Noah and them, they're not really going to understand a lot of this stuff because they've never talked to these people. You know what I mean? The rap god, Roy French, Lil Yachty, okay? Famous Dex, Smoke Perp, Trippy Red, Famous Dex, Xavier Wolf, Lil Pump. He takes all of these people of similar ethnicities as well, by the way, and similar ages. All of them with tattoos on their faces, nonsense. I mean, these people literally they have no following whatsoever. You know what I mean? They have no subscriber base. Ski Mask, the Slump God. Hey, Cryptic. Smoke Perp again. Lil Xan. I mean, I don't even want to get into it with this guy. I don't want to get into it with this guy. I could do a whole stream on him alone. Ski Mask again, Trippy Red, Little Skies. I actually contacted some of these people right before they were even on this guy's network and stuff like that. I watched these guys. So it's really hard for me to show you the information I seen back then because this was a couple years ago. So now that they've done more music and they've done more nonsense, Juice World, stuff like that. Now that they've done Little Skies again, they've done so much music that it's hard for me to show you what their original network actually looked like before they started working with this guy. Same people, Ski Mask, same exact people. This Eminem thing was featuring Juice World, which is why Eminem was on there. Eminem normally would not be on there. Young Thug with Eminem again. This constantly gets updated. People don't understand this guy is a direct representative from a major record label, and he's very hard to get in contact with, and he's not going to assist you with getting into anywhere or anything. He is one of the main controllers of who gets seen and who doesn't. Now, as a background information, real quick, this is Nielsen, Broadcast Data Systems. Nielsen BDS, these are different encodings that you have to have your music encoded on in order for it to actually be played on the radio. You understand what I'm saying? It's a service that tracks monitored radio, television, and internet airplay of songs based on a number of spins and detections. Nobody who was on SoundCloud, like these little SoundCloud singers, SoundCloud rappers, or any of the nonsense, that doesn't get tracked by Nielsen, BDS, or anything. Therefore, XXX Tentacion and all these people, they're not even supposed to be anybody at the moment, strictly because none of their plays were even monitored. Okay, this is a debunk. This is actually showing nothing on SoundCloud was even monetized, let alone was it tracked. Oh yeah, Cryptic. Lyrical Lemonade, 100%. 100%. So I've actually spoke with these people. It's also not a requirement for you to have your music here. I don't know what this is. Hold on. No thanks. ASCAP versus BMI, GMR, etc. PRO company that pays artists royalties when their intellectual property rights is played. Exactly. Operation Music Bird, Vertec. Exactly. So this is another thing that you have to have, and you have to be registered properly, or else technically you can't even be on the radio to begin with. Okay. There is social media manipulation companies. Okay. This is just one site. I have seen sites and I've been on them and I've requested work from them that costs almost $30,000 a month. Okay. I had a radio campaign for a few of my songs and I hit about 7 million. It costs a lot of money. And I hit about 7 million hits on my network when I released one of my songs. They still did not put me as trending on SoundCloud or anything else. They won't put you on trending even if you're trending. It doesn't matter. You can spend $20,000. You can spend thousands of dollars like we did, and it still won't make a difference. I released one song and they actually deleted my entire network and took it down completely. Okay. These are all PR firms. I've hired music attorneys and I've had music attorneys talk about, to get me solicited to some of these record labels. Okay. So that they would actually listen to my music. So I went down and I seen Conrad DeMonchi from Bad Boy Records in New York and stuff for P. Diddy, some of these billionaire rap producers and industry leaders. There's only a few. Jay-Z, I believe, is at the billionaire status. P. Diddy or Puff Daddy, whatever he calls himself now, the one for Biggie Smalls, I believe he's a billionaire. And Dr. Dre from the West Coast is one of the billionaire executives that are still industry gatekeepers, in which I've had audiences with these people. I've also got famous people to feature with me on songs. I haven't released a lot of songs, hardly any of them, that have those famous features because I was getting blocked in a lot of other areas. So if it didn't have the proper campaign, it wouldn't make a difference whether you release it or not. You can have a song featuring Michael Jackson and it won't make a difference. Okay. All the people that are searching for Michael Jackson are with Michael Jackson. You understand what I'm saying? Eternal said, "Can you talk about Capital Steeds?" I'll have to. I'll check that out. I'll check that out midway through this. I'll check that out. Capital Steeds. I just wanted to show you guys. This is just like a little bit of the groundwork behind what's going on. So these companies right here: Migos, Lil Yachty, 2 Chainz, Tyga, Rock Nation, Warner Music, Atlantic Records, who I spoke with the CEO of, by the way. That's why I'm talking about this, is because I have spoke with these people. I've paid for interviews with these people. Okay. This is not something I think. This is something that I have been dealing with constantly while I'm for 20 years, while I was trying to actually break into this industry to a really high degree. So this is some of the stuff I've been dealing with. I've spoke with all of them. Okay. And I know exactly how they roll. They're all together. Some of these people are not even from the United States. So I actually had to do video calls with people overseas. Some of them are Norwegian. All right. Cryptic. So Amish needs to drop an album. I know be blessed with some Amish. I love playing Amish loudly in populated areas. I do that with ODD. I got some stuff. I got like 4 or 5 things that I really want to release. I actually got some videos to go with them. So now that I got my computer again straight that I do all my editing on, I'm ready to see if I can release some stuff. Dodge says, just one question which nobody has answered yet, but I hope you will to the best of your knowledge. You got a question, Dodge? Oh, if there was a previous reset and the bad guys were in charge, why would they let the Constitution be established? It's actually a good question. Here, let me segue from this because that's a really good question, and I really want to give my thoughts on that. Um, the thing with that, if you ask me, the Constitution is always being like dragged through the mud, and they're not following it at all. And I don't think that they were actually in charge, with the previous reset or anything. I think it was through a huge connection, which is why I'm gonna do Bloodlines next on the music industry. That'll be my next stream, part 2, it'll be Bloodlines. I really think that these people have slowly worked on this type of stuff until they were actually able to take over. I'm not 100% sure what caused all of these other types of resets and things. But when you got a lot of people in their own world, like what I was doing, I was reading people's diaries, private diaries from 100 years ago to see what they were doing, and a lot of them were just going through their daily lives. Not no one, your personal diary. No one ever writes about what they're seeing. It's all about them. If it was me, I'd be writing about the current situation. But every diary that I read from then that I could get my hands on was them saying, woke up, the weather was nice today. There was a slight chill in the air. I think I mentioned it on one of my older videos a year ago or so. And they don't really care about what's happening in the world. During the times where they say there was the Civil War, the Civil War here and stuff like that, like no one was talking about it. And when you don't have people talking about these things, it's hard for us to figure out what was really going on. And I really think that they had cameras hundreds of years ago and they had all this stuff, but they just chose what they were going to put up and what they weren't. And they went around and burned and burned and burned all the history of all of these nations and things. And they sowed the seed of religion here, so that everyone was being bound by just religion. You know what I mean? Um, I also don't think that it would work then if they didn't have televisions and things and they didn't have the constant threat of the numbers. Watching the way they're doing this thing now, it's really strange to watch. And if they couldn't do that then, I really don't know. Eternal says it's the illusion of freedom and the illusion of choice. I agree. Cryptic says the Constitution was created in order to destroy the powers of kings in order to make the single power city of London and Vatican in USA dethroned and all other kings. Yeah, I think both of those answers are 100% correct. I think it's just bigger than what we're actually seeing. These people have been working on this stuff for years. Their bloodlines, they go so far back. Everything they've been doing, from Bill Gates to Bill Gates' mom, Bill Gates' dad, to all these people, they all do the same things, whether it's racism, whether it's population reduction, eugenics, whether it doesn't matter what it is, they all do the exact same thing, and they were doing it back then. 1918, same thing, where it's like a lot of the people that took that crap ended up dying because that's what the cause of it was. But people were also doing some research on how they laid those lines under the ocean and stuff like that, and the manpower to do these things. No one talks about it, and they don't really pay attention. It's like now no one pays attention. No one pays attention. So people wake up in the morning and tell us just like what you see on social media. They're all self-absorbed, and everyone's personal diary is self-absorbed. And what they did was, with the technology, they made it so that everyone had an online personal diary. And they're doing the opposite of what I'm doing here. This is my diary. This is where people are coming. You guys are hearing me talk about what's going on in the world and the takeover of all of the networks and businesses, the centralization of it all. And that's not what they're doing. And it's not what most YouTubers are doing. I normally hear them just, why don't you glow with Amish and replace yourself by buying my product. As you get older, you tend to get sick. So make sure Glow with Amish is in your body to help you recover. And real quick, before I get into my stream, I also wanted to plug Fly with Amish. This here will give you boosts of energy. Now, to the broadcast. But right before I get to the broadcast, I wanted to tell you about my life and how everything I feel is the only thing that matters in the world. And that's honestly what I see. That's what I see. Oh, I'm traveling here. I'm a vlog traveler. And that's all they do. Know what I mean? Gross says, I'm Marilyn Manson. And this is my diary on VH1. That dude has so many charges on him. It's insane. But yeah, I think the Constitution, it doesn't matter. I think it's all part of the plan. I think they failed years ago with a lot of different things. And I don't know. I don't know if some cataclysmic event happened or they did this geoengineering to destroy it and break it down before, and they may have. And that's what got them back to, even World War One. I'm hearing how World War One was a change of society. I mean, I'm even seeing some research. I mean, I wish I could really just like get on here and play. I don't know if you guys would like me to do that, but I would literally get on here and just play some of these videos and comment on them at the same time, because I found so many legendary researchers that most people have no idea about. And the amount of proof and documents these people show, it's like I said, there's millions of guitarists that are way better than anybody you've seen on YouTube, but they only got 2 subscribers because they're not chosen to be next. There's millions of people that are brilliant in this world, but you don't get to see them. And that's kind of how it is. Some of these really legendary people are just not getting the work, and the notoriety that they actually deserve. So my whole point with it, I'm not 100% sure what all happened. It could be World War One, where they reset society. I'm seeing where the language in America was completely different. Apparently it was like Latin around here and stuff, and English was like a newer language. Even language. Let me say this real quick. Hopefully this doesn't trigger any Christians watching. The whole Tower of Babel situation is kind of like when the world is all speaking one language, we all can communicate and we can all come together. But because the world is split apart, I mean, honestly, do you think that these people were actually trying to build a tower to the heavens? Do you think that the creator is an individual that would cause confusion, the author of confusion? I think everything around us is fabricated and it's man-made, from religion, like sex being a sin, unless you're married. So the government has to say that you're married in order for it not to be a sin. We're looking at things from a really skewed view. That's why I don't like Russian vids much, because the Bible has been altered, and you cannot be a gatekeeper like him, telling people that you have to follow everything the Bible says. You can't do that. He is a gatekeeper. I'm not here telling people that they have to follow exactly what someone says or written in a book, and they have altered it. One man says, I've wanted to promote my music better in the past, but didn't for exactly these. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I got to a point where I decided that I'm done with this. I'm not playing the game, but that was an excellent question. I just want to break it down, because there's a lot of truthers that claim that they know the perfect religion and that they know exactly what happened in history. And the reality behind this is that I really think these people have put on the internet anything they want to put on. And a lot of the stuff that could really lead us to the truth is all around the world. And it's not being put on the internet, especially in third world countries. There's things that we need to know. There's things happening right now and places being destroyed. And there's valuable information being lost forever. Okay? It could be kept in Antarctica. So how are you ever going to know? We don't have enough pieces of the puzzle. And that's my problem. I'm not going to call out any names and step on any truthers' toes. But that's my problem with you, is that you think you know it all. Okay? And that's the issue, is that there's too much of the part of the puzzle, too many parts of the puzzle missing for us to actually say. I have no idea whether the Constitution is actually a legitimate document or not. I have no clue what was going on, because we know that it wasn't the way they told us. So what was the Civil War really about? Revolutionary War. What are these things really about? Who were the original people here? And there's a lot of people that have been doing research into this like crazy that I want to shout out on here and give you guys some links so that you can look through. They got 25 parts to some of their volumes, going through every state and city in America, showing you what it used to be. You know, Australia being named Australia on maps before Australia was even founded. Know what I mean? All right, let's go. Let's go. Back to the music. There are these things real quick too. If you guys got any more questions, and if you do have any music industry question, I'm pretty confident that I can actually answer most of them. Not about bloodlines or anything like that, or individual artists, but about the industry in general. You know what I mean? Music promotion companies. This is some other stuff people haven't been paying attention to. Techno music promotion. This channel will promote your music to 315,000 subscribers, okay? Even with that, it is extremely difficult to actually get onto some of these people's levels. You know what I mean? So some of the celebrities and things. But this is an avenue that most people have no idea about. So one of these is called Mr. Suicide Sheep. 12 million subscribers. Okay? These are all individual channels that are made to bring someone out. So Billie Eilish, real quick, I don't have it pulled up. I did it on one of my old videos. I believe her mom's name is Maggie Baird, and she's on here dancing with Will Ferrell in the early 90s, doing some stuff with Will Ferrell. She is an industry insider. She knows every single person in the industry and works with them. Okay. Her daughter was chosen to actually, I think all of these people, I'm going to get into it on Bloodlines, but all of these people have extremely famous individuals in their family or billionaires. Ariana Grande to, it doesn't matter who it is. You can name any of them and you'll find them. But this is how these people are built. They're all manufactured. Okay. Riot, Bella Renee, 100,000 views in a couple weeks or a week or so, and they continue this promotion of these manufactured artists that they bring out that they have full control over. Okay, but this is a company that you can try and get your music on to actually promote yourself. However, I'm not going to say it's cheap, and I'm not going to say you'll get selected because they have, like I said, when you go into it and you look and research who owns it, you'll start seeing a lot of things. Eternal 7 says, we only have a drop of the ocean in terms of information that's still available. I agree. I agree. There's a lot of people that are just, they don't understand that. So real quick, what Days of Noah was focused on Travis Scott. And he did mention a couple things, but he didn't strive to stress the importance of some of the things he said. So to give you an example, he said Travis Scott was, he disappeared for a year. Then when he came back on MySpace, he had a music video that was being promoted and featuring Kanye West and all of these multimillionaires, the biggest celebrities in the world. So a nobody all of a sudden disappears for 6 or 7 months, comes back with Kanye West on your song. It doesn't work that way. It's not the way life works. He just underplayed that. And that's what people need to understand. This is, I wish I could show you what this was before. This song, Little Pump, produced by Smoke Perp. This is the dumbest song I've ever heard in my, it's seriously, it's the dumbest song I've ever heard in my life. It's bad. Okay. This song here, Elementary. These two were the only songs on this fake rappers network. Okay. They're up to 30 million, 21 million, blah, blah, blah. Hashtag child support. Okay. Listen, these two songs had like 100 views. back when he had 300 million 300 million on his Gucci Gang song. Okay, 300 million hits on that. He had like 20 views on these songs. 100% manufactured. He had like 2 subscribers on his SoundCloud, which is not tracked. You remember, we just went over that. Charles says, Amish Reacts, new series on that. I might do that. Actually, you guys want to know something? One of my friends, what I wanted to do, he's a gamer, and I want to do a Vax Smack series where I'm actually going on his microphone and live streaming while he's playing, like Xbox or PlayStation, whatever he plays. And every lobby we get in, I want to start vax smacking everybody in the lobby with a whole bunch of facts. I think that would be awesome to spread information, and it's not censored heavily if you decide to just talk about it, but they can get you banned on there. But yeah, I wanted to call it like vax smacking. You know how you flat smack? You can vax smack. It's original. Sean says, in all seriousness, you should definitely put out your sources of quality of information. As you know, they're suppressed, so it's hard to come by. It is. It is. Oh, definitely, definitely. And I will though. For this, I just have to show you guys because it's really there's some stuff called social media manipulation companies. Okay, and these companies. Let me keep going. I'll show you. I'll show you. I hired music attorneys. They cost like $10,000 a week. Okay, for some of these music attorneys. Damien is one of the world's largest professional. He's represented famous individuals for forever. I've actually spoke with him. These are the people that actually get you to be able to be signed. Okay, these people are all controlled. So if you're not able to hire some of these people, or you're not in with the right people to have a music attorney, or an entertainment lawyer of this magnitude, it's really going to be hard for you to actually get people to get record labels to acknowledge what you're doing. Okay, you can go there, you can pay them, you can have A&R visits, they'll review your music, and then they'll pretend that you have to have millions of subscribers on your network. Okay, if you had millions of subscribers on your network, then you would not need to have a major record company sign you. Am I right? Well, man, is the detector 48% of people got their children vaccinated? Not, no, and it's almost ground to a halt. No kids are. Oh yeah, yeah. No, it's good though. Because there's a lot of parents, especially I do mechanical engineering, and there's a lot of parents that I know that already took their 5 and 6 year olds and stuff to go and get this thing. It's amazing because they love them so much. Isn't that amazing? This guy is on the same record label. His name's Takashi 69. So of course you got the 6 and the inverted 6. Biggest troll in the world. Some of these guys, I looked these guys up back when they first were coming out, and I was able to see a lot of stuff. Okay. Pleaded guilty to a felony count of use of a child in a sexual performance. Pleaded guilty, and he's out, by the way. This is another SoundCloud rapper they claim was from SoundCloud. And the thing is that all of his records that were on there were not tracked to even be on the Billboard 100. You can't even get on Billboard from SoundCloud. I already just showed you guys that. These are the same people. So in order to bring more publicity to his label, he started fighting with the same person, Trippie Redd, who's also signed to the same promotion company label. All 10K projects and stuff like that. Every single one. And they're all after your money. They're all after your money. So these are the labels these guys are signed to, and what they're doing is they're working off the money of the millions of other people that want to break into this industry. So they're offering, we do music distribution for you, digital collections, artist funding. They don't fund anybody, okay? Data and analytics, creative space. No, they tell you how to create everything that they want to put out. Content creation, they do all the work for you and you have to pay them back. They're called 360 deals, which I was offered 2 record deals. Okay? Turned both of them down. This is what they're trying to promote, nothing but independence. What Days of Noah doesn't mention about this stuff is the independent part and how they're ripping everyone off. And people are coming to these labels spending as much money as they possibly can on these labels. The owner of all that, right here, 48 posts, 50,000 followers with 50 posts, all manufactured. There's ways that you can manipulate this network. You can manipulate these networks and force yourself in front of everyone. Kirby says 69 is also the symbol of the Cancer, which is the constellation that is associated with the Sirius star. They do dumb stuff like this. There's an elderly individual putting up the middle finger and city morgue. Really? Really? Just nonsense. And you can see that type of stuff is the stuff that garners how much attention? Nonsense. Pay for play. Chris says on the Freemason Royal Archways, the 69 is the keystone. Oh, that dude's 100% Masonic and satanic. Everything he puts out is all, look at this here, 666 hell right here. Right here. So these are the individuals that you're going to have to deal with, and I've dealt with them. And I don't agree with them, nor do I like what they're about. I don't know if it's up right now. I don't know if it's up. I'm not logged into Instagram. I don't like it. I don't know if it's up, but if you all have Instagram, look this up for yourself. Go on Juice WRLD's Instagram. Go all the way down, and you'll see a video of him saying, with some people out in a circle with fire lit in a pentagram, saying that those people are there summoning the devil and they're selling their soul to the devil. And he says that right on there with black and white everywhere. Talks about Freemason right out in the open, right on his Instagram page. Now, don't get mad at me if you can't find it. I'm sure it's still on there. This is stuff that I've been looking up over the years. I've seen all of it. Exactly. Yeah, me too. It's so corrupt that it's ridiculous. So here's another guy, works directly with Cole Bennett and the rest of them. Adam 22, no jumper, piece of trash. American podcaster, journalist, internet personality, former record executive, and adult film star. So he hangs out with a whole bunch of porn stars. And he's had everybody on his label. He's cut people's hair. I think he shaved Little Xan's hair, promoting Xanax. Because Little Xan wants you addicted and wants you overdosing and dying. Okay? That's what he wants. Like Lil Peep and him faking his death and all this other stuff. The emo rap scene. Yeah. So everybody idolizes being so-called depressed. I won't even do a depression stream because I will trigger everyone. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you've seen it. Cryptic. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. This guy's one of the worst ones. No Jumper has an insane amount of subscribers and people on his network. And he has 4 million subscribers and gets on nothing but, he basically merges the adult industry. He basically merges the adult industry with the music scene He has people faking running in with guns in his shop, acting like they're going to shoot him. He's been in fights, and he's had fights break out right here, promoting OnlyFans and stuff like that. So he's teaching kids to just have like a whole harem of chicks. It's just so ridiculous. It's not even real. It's not even legit. This is what people are interested in. This nonsense. And look at her. She's completely undressed in here. Completely. It's okay though for him. See what I'm saying? This is the nonsense that you got to deal with right here. These are all the people. Lena, the plug, I think that's the girl he dates, who's an adult actress, model, whatever. Completely linked with all these people, technically, all of them. All of them have been on there. Ski Mask, Vlad TV. I've spoke with Vlad TV. All these people are trash. They're all trash. And they're all looking for some kind of exploitation. Every single one of them. This has been going on for a while. It is. It is. Garbage degeneracy. It is. Oh, they are. And they're all put there on purpose. The more publicity that you can get, the more colors you can put in your teeth. This is what they're promoting to people. Okay. I'm a tattoo artist. Okay. I've had 2 apprenticeships. I would never tattoo my face. Most tattoo artists would never tattoo their face. I know kids that are still in school that got face tattoos. All these people came out of absolutely nowhere. 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 He's an executive. When you work for a record label, Adam 22 worked for a record company. When you work for a major record company, they can instantly give you traffic in order to promote their artists. That's what he's for. He's for that and for that only. Okay? Nobody's going to go to Aftermath, Shady Aftermath Records. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, he is. He's a it, I could do a whole show on Vlad. I could do a whole show on Vlad. Vlad is a horrible, horrible. I mean, I don't even want to get into it with him, dude. He's a piece of trash. Rolling Stone, Lil Nas X. They put Lil Nas X, who took Nas's name, number one, which you're not allowed to do. I checked this guy's Twitter page back when Old Town Road came out, and I kid you guys not, okay? He had 1,000 followers, subscribers on Twitter. That is it. He releases a rap song, and he features Billy Ray Cyrus, one of the biggest singers, on his song right out of the gate with no mixtapes, no network, no anything. Okay. Then comes out with a song called Industry Baby, because that's exactly what he is. Right here. And he has a whole bunch of guys dancing naked in it, but he's allowed to do that. But I checked his network. And the reason I brought him up real quick, because this is something that a lot of people have no idea about, especially people trying to get into this industry. Let me explain right here. And listen, if you're trying to break into the industry or you're trying to actually get yourself promotion or whatever, I don't care about that. That's fine. You have a right to do whatever you want. Okay. But let me see if I can find it. All right. I did not mean to scroll up. It's in here somewhere. Um, this dude opened up some accounts. And when he opened up these accounts, I've been looking into this for years. When he opened up these accounts, they were they were like stock accounts for Nicki Minaj and all these other people. Hold on. Okay. During this period, he reportedly created and ran Nicki Minaj fan accounts on Twitter, including one Nas Mara J. All of these accounts, just like I showed you earlier in the stream, they're all promotion accounts. So they retweet a whole bunch of famous people and they get a lot of celebrities and they get a lot of traction. So I'm going to show you one of the biggest monetary selling platforms right here. You can buy, sell, or trade virtual properties. Okay. If you're looking for a YouTube account, okay, Instagram, musician verification, $2,997 for this account. If you're looking for an account that has 155K adult account for sale, okay? So say you have lost all respect for yourself and you want to feature, yourself, and you want to break into the adult industry and you want a heads up in the game, okay? This is how people actually do it. And they buy these viral accounts and promote themselves on these accounts, okay? Instantly getting hundreds of thousands of views and impressions. You understand what I'm saying? Selling a 2.8 million Instagram account for men's fashion. You guys understand that I could literally buy that account if I wanted to buy that account and turn it into anything that I want to turn it into. I could literally just turn it into a flat earth account. Here's the problem with it, is that when you actually buy some of those accounts and those guys are, everyone's looking at the account for fashion, the only way that's going to help you is if you're a fashion designer. And that is a possible way for you to get more attention. And possibly you can actually have other fashion companies contact you to promote their fashion, and they'll actually pay you. You understand what I'm saying? Did you guys know about any of this? 601K cats page. Facebook travel pages, animals, TikTok, anything. Like I said, I've looked at every possibility of breaking into the industry, and all of these things play a role. This is stuff that never seems to get talked about at all. It's how these people are trolls and use these accounts in order to make themselves, this is 29 million impressions. Wildlife, that's how people come out of nowhere. Anne Hathaway's celebrity fan page. Email lists, email accounts, handles, names to .com websites, domains. But you can make a lot of money. Some of these record labels, most of them, this is one of the big things that I came out with years ago that I was telling people about. Columbia, Epic, all of them, RCA. So-called major labels are actually sub-labels under one of the major labels. They're all connected, every single one of them. They're all connected with each other. All the labels are. These labels have artists in every single genre. Yeah. When you buy these celebrity fan pages, if you actually have the celebrity fan page, right, and it's viral, and you actually get a feature with the celebrity, or you can contact the managers of these celebrities, and you could show them, hey, I have a fan page that has 2 million subscribers on it. If you want to pay me, I can promote for this celebrity. And they have their own people on the payroll that actually get paid to promote this stuff. You see what I'm saying? You can always use any of these things, whether it's for selling animals to any kind of promotion. It could be Google Ads, AdSense. It doesn't matter. You can always do any of this type of stuff and make money. Yeah, Crip says, yeah, I've heard people selling accounts. Girl sold a Reddit account. Yeah. See, a lot of people are worried about whether or not someone is legit based on their subscribers or they're this or they're that. And really, that's almost a way to hold you back. Like I said, it's harder for the truth community because when you start speaking on the truth to people who are just brainwashed and just staring at celebrity fan accounts, it's not going to help you. You see what I'm saying? But people are buying these accounts. Yeah. It's all for business. The whole industry is just for business. And when you're actually doing business properly under these accounts, you can do a lot of different things. But that just goes to show that none of these people are even legit. You can buy these accounts and make yourself viral, but you can never have 50 million subscribers like some of these other people. Ricardo says, don't forget to smash the like. And don't forget Glow with Amish. It's good for all of your space travel needs. Just go to glowwithamish.com. And I guarantee you it'll give you protection against asteroids. Okay? No one wants to die to asteroids. Trust me. That is a horrible way to die. And just for a little bit of your money, you can protect yourself. Listen, you guys got car insurance, right? You got car insurance. Why don't you get Glow with Amish and have asteroid insurance as well to protect you from death? In any event that you still die, you can also make sure that your family is taken care of with our insurance. It's Maggie Baird right here 8 months ago. 800 views on her video. This is Billie Eilish's mom. 800 views.
Very nice, ladies and gentlemen. You almost sounded like a band. Horns, let's take it again from the top. Woodwind, stay ready.
Why are you on this earth? You're so bad.
If I'm so bad, how'd I get to be first chair?
I've been wondering.
So that's what I was talking about for you guys. This is Billie Eilish's mom, and this is Will Ferrell at the Groundings in 1994. Know what I'm saying? One man says, I've had asteroids. Painful. See, there we go. Now you guys know that it is useful. Just remember, let me stop the stream and interrupt one more time. Glowwithamish.com. Definitely, I say you go with the bundle. Don't just get the cheapest thing there. Go with the bundle. Okay. That way you know you're covered. Curtis said you couldn't get the bone broth, the sponsor. So did you guys have any questions at all that you've just been wondering at all about getting music played or any kind of music questions? This is just what I'm talking about. She also does work with Dead Space and video games, theater, movie, TV shows. Absolutely planned and brought as an insider to the industry. These are people, you know what I mean? You don't just get to feature with these future millionaires. Will Ferrell's worth like almost 300 million? David said, Amish, remember what they did to Lauryn Hill? A lot of things happened to Lauryn Hill. What do you mean in particular? Lauryn Hill had a lot of things happen. A lot. Right here, look at this, look at this, look at this. Got the mask on her face, 100% ready for every vegan hero pizza. Your pizza's vegan, I assure you. So is milk and steak. Oh yeah, 100%. So that's kind of what Days of Noah was just going through the whole thing, and he was just talking like this and that, but he wasn't really telling, the information behind the industry and where it all actually comes from, and that's what I think most people need to understand is that there's so some of her lyrics, yeah. She had a I say that Lauryn Hill had a lot of people actually attacking her because of all of the it was a lot of stuff going on. A lot of people were attacking Lauryn Hill, but they don't even write it. That was something I wanted to mention here, but you guys already know some of that. I didn't mention some of the stuff, but there's writers. There's writers that write these songs, and it's not even the artists who are writing these songs themselves. It's all they got their writers. They told me on my contract that I had to have a particular type of image, and that image was not an image that I was going to do. And I told them that if you like my music and you want to, and it's enough for you to possibly offer me a deal and to call me up here to do this and that, why are you giving me specifics? Why are you telling me that I have to do something? Why do I have to be what you want me to be? Why do I have to change my music? Why do I have to talk about, why do I have to push the homosexual agenda? I'm not going to do that. I'm not pushing the homosexual agenda. It's not happening. Sorry. Oh, you can do the music that you want, but we need you to do this and that. No, that's not going to work. Some of these contracts are so screwed up. Some of these contracts are so screwed up that they shouldn't even be allowed. Like, they shouldn't even be legal. Okay. You can literally report people to the Better Business Bureau and a lot of other things for some of these unlawful contracts that they write up. $100,000 in advance. You're going to have to pay for production. You're going to have to pay for promotion. You're going to have to pay for recording, editing, mixing, mastering. You don't own the masters. We own the masters. And you're also going to, have to pay for some placement as well and blah, blah, blah. And you need 2 big features on there. So you're going to have to pay for that. And you're only going to owe us back 30% interest. $100,000, you owe us $1 million. Whatever. Or 3 million, rather. Kribik says, Boston just put the passport mandate on all indoor? Really? Really? I didn't know that. So you can't go into an indoor place without a passport? I do hope people are protesting that. I do. I really do. At this point, I have no clue whether or not we're able to even stop this passport situation. I don't even know if we actually can stop it or not, to be honest with you. I have no clue, because they are dragging this thing out. I know a lot of people, Richie as well, Richie from Boston, a lot of people think that these people people don't understand. They want to push this on us. They're not going to just completely throw us into chaos. Okay. They're not going to throw us in the chaos out of nowhere. Because if enough people get upset and rise up, then they're going to fail. They don't want to fail. So they'll slowly boil us, and they're going to do this until 2050 to ensure that they make it. Crip says, I work at a venue, and it's sad to see these bands that were huge in early 2000s play for 200 people now. Yeah, that's, you know, honestly, I say when it comes to bands, like even Rage Against the Machine made their whole thing on Raging Against the Machine of the government. And now they're like, yeah, we're doing only vaxxed shows. It's like, really? You flip-flopped hardcore, talking about how they're locking innocent people up. You know, Rage Against the Machine has been constantly. I don't know if I can find any of them, but they're on just constantly political bans. And then they're like, no, to go to my show, you got to make sure you follow what the government said and do what they told you. Boston, Brighton, Salem show passport indoor situations. Seems like restaurants are closing because they can't staff passport checker. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, any passport checker with me, I feel sorry for what's going to happen. I'm definitely going to swing on somebody. Hopefully I don't. I'm going to try not to, you know? I try to be a Christian. In Christianity, you're not allowed to defend yourself. You have to let them hit you, and then you turn the other cheek so they can hit you again. How many jabs can we get into them, and how many people can they get it in? Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I would never pay. No, Rage would have to pay me. They have to pay me. Ricardo says, I went to a Flattoberfest and I wanted to fly, but refused because they wanted me to take this test. Yeah, yep. You know, let me tell you. I don't know if I told you guys this on my other stream. So this idiot I work with decided to go over he decided to go over Ukraine on break. This break was the 24th of last year of December. He's still not back yet because he tested positive. So they locked him in a prison cell cubicle for 14 days. So he tested again and tested positive because they got it turned up. So now he's in there again. He's about to lose his job, and he's been working there for over 24 years. Real stupid way to get fired, ain't it? And then they got soldiers on the border, I guess, over there, ready to just go and rape and pillage and kill all the civilians. So who knows? Oh, Eternal. Let's see. Capital Steez? They had a few rappers actually die. Yeah, that guy's an idiot. I'll tell you right now. So he's going to lose his job. He's not going to get to retire from there. He's going to lose his job because he's not coming back because he has stuck in a infinite regress fallacy. That's what I like to call it. I like to call it that. I know it's not necessarily correct, but it is in a way. You know what I mean? um, when did he die? He died in early dude. Yeah. Died in 2012. Started pro era with Joey Badass and was a legit woke conscious rapper. They said he killed himself and jumped off a building, but some say Joey Badass sacrifice. You know, that is a possibility. I don't know. I can't say much about some of these people who are dying because believe it or not, there's some weird stuff going on, especially with rap. It's a real lifestyle. And people are really trying as hard as they can. I had threats on my life by other rappers in my area because they wanted me to open up my studios to them and produce for them and do everything for them for free. And they wanted to pull me down with, they did not want me on the radio. They did not want me gaining any attention. And they definitely didn't want me making any money from my music unless they were working with me. And they held these grudges and threatened me and stuff and threatened to shoot me and all this other crap. And, some of them did. People were shooting at a couple people right at my show. years ago, one of the first shows I did. So the cops came out there with like M16s and crap and dogs, and I cussed everybody out. I got on the mic and I cussed everybody out. I was like, you know, you pieces of trash come to my show and you think you're gonna come here and fight? It's no, you don't. No, you don't do that. And the person who shot it at the guy was a person that moved down here when I was in 6th grade, and he moved to my middle school, and I introduced myself to him because he was sitting at the lunch table by himself. So I introduced myself to him and I was like, "Do you play basketball? You should come out on recess with us and play basketball." So he was actually one of my old friends from school. And then he comes and shoots up my place and gets the whole club shut down. That's how people hear. And that's how rappers treat their friends that are other rappers. King Vaughn, Gun Down. This is just 2020. China, Gun Down. Pop Smoke. Fred the Godson. This is just one website in general. I went through past 5-6 years, and it was amazing to see how many rappers actually were shot and killed. Drive-by shooting. Wavy Navy Poo and the 100-acre wood. Found dead in the 100-acre wood. Shot. FBG, Duck, MO3, Bree. 200 rappers that died in 2020. There's really a pandemic of the unrappinated. A lot of rappers, so many of them die that it's madness. So, you know, and seeing all this stuff and constantly being in, you know, dealing with industry and stuff like that, I don't even want to be part of this. I don't want, this was my fan base. This was my fan base. So when I started actually speaking more truth into some of my music, these type of people didn't want to hear that. They don't want to hear conscious music. They want to hear drugs, guns, you know, fighting, shooting, rolling with your gang, all this stuff, shooting women and all this stuff. Some of these guys are big, some of them small, unknown, you know, and it's neighborhood fights. Some of them, they recorded it right there on Instagram. Somebody shot from behind their car and hit them and crap. You know what I mean? I contacted the producers of some of these people as well. By the way, I want to tell you guys, I actually worked with some of these producers, these major producers that actually made some of the production for Eminem and for all these people. And these guys are not making money. These guys are not making money. I got on their network and I started trolling them. And I was asking and posting on their network and tweeting to them like, yo, hey, where's all the people buying your music? Where's the people buying your beats? I was like, you're trying to sell me a beat for $5,000? I'm not buying a rap beat from you for $5,000. No, that ain't happening. I don't care if one of your beats was featured by Kendrick Lamar or Nicki Minaj. What's that matter to me? Just because that producer sold a beat to Nicki Minaj's management company, in which you can contact if you want. If you have enough money, it takes about $8,000, and you can feature with Nicki Minaj if you want. A lot of people just forget because they don't understand. You don't go to these celebrities. You go to their management companies, and you ask them to feature with them. You hire a lawyer or attorney to go to their management, okay? You want to speak with Will Smith or you want to speak with a celebrity, then you go to their agent. Okay? These people are not hard to get a hold of, but people are sitting around acting like they are because you keep going to their fan pages that they don't even run, you know? Nakastreamer says the dead rapper is no longer a rapper, right? I don't know. People are still talking about Tupac for some reason. Guns don't kill people. Rappers. Hey, hold on. Eternal Seven says Steez was rapping about government corruption, and in one of his later interviews, he says, "Well, it was the time we started doing. We're talking about taking down the government." Huh. Kripik says, "How about Tom McDowell buying the Eminem beat for like $500,000? Now Eminem is dissing Tom. Yeah. Oh, it's all charade. It's all charade. You know what's funny though? Eternal Seven, Steez. Check this crap out. Let me get this rapper porn star off of here. Because in order to be a rapper, you got to have a sex tape. All right. B.O.B. You guys know B.O.B? Talking about he's a flat earther and all this other crap. Oh my God. What is the name of his song? We Still in This. Check this out. I'm going to mute it because I only want to show you a couple things in here. This is how far this goes back. You guys notice I'm talking about stuff. This is 2013. Okay. I'm talking. I've been doing this for years. I don't even know what. I've lost track of time. Okay. I know who these people are. I've been contacting these people's agents. I've been doing all this stuff now for how long now? Check this crap out. In this video, Brazzers. So the adult industry Brazzers was working directly with him and his companies. This is what they all promote, is nothing but slutting around, pornography, prostitution, stuff like that. It's right there. Also, this is an adult actress right here next to him in the video. Okay? This is how these guys roll. This is just how these guys roll. Technically, these two things have nothing to do with each other. And getting models and videos and all this other stuff, but they've merged all of it. They've merged all of the adult industry, and they were doing it back then, 2013, even before Adam 22 and Cole Bennett and the rest of that stuff. You know what I mean? Matt says she looks. No comment. Oh yeah. Now look. B.O.B. was actually I liked him. I think he can rap. He's actually pretty entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. I've listened to a lot of his stuff. He actually is not. Hey, he's not a mumble rapper. So as long as you're not on the mic going, you know, as long as you're not on there doing that, then fine. I don't care if you say anything stupid. You can say anything dumb, but you at least have to say something. It's kind of like if I get on here and I start talking to you guys and I go, if, then, why, how, 46, maybe, possibly, 72, I'm sure, maybe. You're going to be like, yo, what are you saying? See, so why would you listen to music that's not saying anything? That actually showed then, okay, how bad this society was, of how stupid people are. I listen to music. I don't know what he's saying, but I'm listening to it. That's like having a conversation with random words. You know what I mean? Charles says you should check out his music. He was supposedly independent. He's got a song called Free the Robots. His last album was called American Corruption. Which guy? Are you talking about Steez? Not B.O.B., right? Hey, Moral Compass, are you the official Moral Compass or Michelle? Non-Constrema says, have we reached peak mumble rap yet? No. It's going to get worse. It is going to get way, way worse. I assure you. I assure you. We've only seen the beginning of this. We really have. Cars, drugs, chains, alcohol, first 15 seconds. Exactly. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's it. How people are spending a lot of money in order to idolize these people. You know, you have to destroy the idols. Oh, hey, how are you? How are you? I'm going to email you tonight. I have to I actually have a video. I want to see if I can actually send that over to Richie as well, because I found a few people here in my area, and I think that's actually what it's going to take. I know Cryptic actually just mentioned earlier in the stream that in Boston they have indoor passports mandatory. And this whole thing is completely getting out of hand. You know, that's kind of how I want to end the stream off. There was a video I made that I was going to upload on here, but I decided not to. It was from my cell phone, but I was extremely I really wanted to put it up, but I'll do it on this stream and I'll say it. It is. It is. I'm surprised that people are really falling, you know, especially for the children, because really everything that we're doing now is really to for the future generation. You know, and as we get older, those are the people that are going to be the teachers and the doctors and the politicians even. You know, so we have a duty to make sure. You know, I don't personally want my doctor on TikTok while I'm trying to talk to him about how I feel and whether or not he can help me. And that's all that we're doing is bringing up generations of children that have no idea how to focus, and they have no empathy. They have no empathy, and they have no human connection. Oh, okay, Steez. Okay, okay. I'll check him out. I stopped listening. I idolized a few people years ago, and that's what really started me off doing a lot of music and stuff was that, and I focused only on them, and I wasn't really listening to a lot of the other people. But in the '90s, I wasn't concerned with that anyway, just because of my age in general. So, Morcom says, so horrible to watch, and I'm grateful that I am a pilgrim. This kingdom is a mess, 100%. 100%. It is. But, you know, I do think that they are. What's her face mentioned something. I don't know how I feel about what's her face in general, but she mentioned that when enough people, and I kind of agree with her, when enough people, when they bother enough Americans, when enough, like this little mandate that almost passed through for, you know, that would affect almost 100 million people, when they disturb the lives of 100 million Americans, I think then people are going to have to start taking to the streets and realizing what's going on. But because so many people are still comfortable, even though I haven't been comfortable since this thing started, even if it hasn't affected me in that way, I haven't been comfortable at all. They've done more than enough to disrupt my life and to earn a response to the hatred and the the murder that they're pushing on us, the oppression. One man says, I went to a fancy dress party with the wife on my back. They asked, what are you meant to be? I said, I'm a tortoise. They said, but who's that on your back? All right, now there was one more thing. there was one more thing though. I wanted to say. Hopefully people don't take this the wrong way, right? I was extremely upset a couple days ago, and I have to say this. Also, everybody definitely need to look into Moral Compass. By the way, what Richie currently, because this is I got to talk about it. Richie has been putting a lot of people out, and it's an opportunity for people to try and link up with other ones in their area. Get on email chains, get some connections and stuff, phone numbers and things to make sure that you have other people around, because as this thing starts to get worse and worse, we're going to have our own stuff. You know what I mean? We're going to have to stop going to these stores and stop dealing with these people altogether. I'm waiting for my job to say, well, it was turned down, but because it's not constitutional and it's overreach, but that's the president. So for us, we want safety in our workplace. So you're going to have to show me that you got a passport, you know? More comment says building the underground church. Exactly. Charles says, yeah, I'm talking about Steve's. I don't think you'll get in trouble with YouTube for playing him since he wasn't signed to a label. His music's really good. I think he built a decent fan base independent. Oh, yeah, yeah, okay. So if he wasn't really major, I wouldn't have heard of him anyway. The whole underground scene, I didn't really get into that until around 2015 was when I started actually pushing a lot of mixtapes in different cities, and I was following what a lot of these other people were doing, and it was almost impossible. Naga Streamer says, "Truth or death? A death match. Amish will demolish the competition." Oh yeah, yeah. Russ is trying to pretend to Russ. Oh man, I did a stream on Russ earlier. I think I actually got a live stream on my channel about Russ. Yeah, Beyonce and stuff like that. Yeah, it's all part of the game, and most of the mainstream individuals are the people he talks about. So everyone he creates that. That way, there's always some kind of attack, some kind of fight going on. He did walk up, apparently he fought and punched, he knocked Smoke Perp, the guy I just mentioned in here earlier in the stream. He ran up and punched him in the face and knocked whatever he had in his mouth out. It's funny. Can't fight at all. And they're the ones promoting the children that they're supposed to fight and shoot people and stuff. And Russ just comes up there and slaps them, and just it's amazing. I mean, it's entertainment. If you want to watch it with popcorn, it is entertainment. Morikama says, God always has a people and an economy. Matt asks, when did you become a metalhead? I learned how to play guitar from is one of my best friends. He went to the military and everything for 10 years, came back, and New Year's Eve, he overdosed on fentanyl and died. Him and another guy I graduated with, both at the same place. Actually, all three of them at the same place. Three guys from my high school graduation class. Friends of mine I was just speaking with months before that happened, weeks even. And they just overdosed and died. So he taught me how to play guitar. And I was so fed up with the hip hop music that I was like, dude, I'm and I got really, really angry. With these Lil Waynes and these idol worship and all this nonsense and mumble rap coming out and trap music. And I was like, dude, I can't do this anymore. We need something else, because music was everything to me. It was emotions, and it was it was everything. And I felt like I was dying, and I ended up getting angry, and I rode in my car and turned on satellite radio, and from space I turned on satellite radio, and I listened to one band in particular, and he started like growling and stuff. And I was like, what is this stupid metal stuff? Everyone's screaming. And then he started singing, and I was like, this is beautiful. This dude can sing wonderfully. And he just spoke how he wanted to speak. He didn't have to rhyme. He didn't have to talk about girls or gangs and all of that. You could write poetry and just put it out. From that point on, I had to do my own music like that, and I expanded from hip hop and started talking about everything. And now I do truth music, and and I can literally rhyme with almost anything and make sense of anything now. I don't have to talk about any of the nonsense that you hear. You don't hear that on any of my music at this point. Non-constremist, nanobots in his eyes, and being gangsta. I don't know. Mag, Bitter Truth. He just did something on gang stalking, and he called a girl out. It was amazing. More comment says, I would really like to talk, and I'm handling things at home tonight, but tomorrow will be great. I'll definitely email you, Moral Compass. Thank you for joining the stream. Thank you. Yeah, and we are. I'm gonna work with everyone. Everything's kind of slowing down now, finally. So I'm gonna get up with Cryptic. I'm gonna get up with you extremely soon. I'm so sorry it's been so long. I haven't had a minute. If you guys could see what I got to do every day and how long I have to do it, I get off here, I have to go to work right away, and I don't get a second. So it's insane. In between all of that, I got things in my ears and trying to keep up with what's happening in the world, and it's a madhouse. But yeah, Thursday too, I'm going to try and get some of you guys on. If you guys want to get on here and chat, you don't have to come on video if you don't want to. It doesn't matter. Eternal Seven says the frequency of music. Yeah. Change it to 440. Yeah, Crippy says 440 was actually established in World War II, sold as a better frequency for drumming war bands. Yeah, I've been looking into that, and I actually wanted to run some more tests on that too. I was actually going to make some music based on like 440 hertz and things like that, and I wanted to. There's frequencies that inspire love, frequencies that inspire hate. I knew about that almost 15 years ago or more. I can't even keep track of it now. 2006 and 5, I started making something called flare music, where I actually used a specific type of guitar over top of hip hop beats in different scales to try and incite ideomotors out of people. A frequency of not anger, rage, but pump crunk type of rage. You know what I mean? Matt says hip hop is literally summed up as I have more blank than you. Blank you. I also have more blank than them. And I'm all blanked up. Oh man. Yep. Him and what's the other guy's name? Travis Scott and everything. They all use frequencies to get in people's heads. What's the other guy's name? Juice World, like a spaced out frequency and stuff. I call it elevator music. It doesn't work on me. It makes me feel like a zombie, and I just can't listen to it. It stops my brain from thinking. You know what I mean? So I just can't listen to it. It has to grab my attention. They have to say something constantly witty in the song for me to listen to them at that point. Anyway, guys, let me finish off this stream real quick. I'll see if I can do. If you guys want me to do a full stream on frequencies, I can do that. My studio and stuff. I'm big on frequencies. I'm like an audiophile, so I got a lot of different things. I got converters, clocks, frequencies. 192, 88. 48, 44, 1, all of it. It frequencies have an amazing effect on us. And that's why I said this is really strange that people can listen to these nonsensical rappers and it sounds like noise. And when noise and static enters your mind, you don't really like it. It's not pleasant. And that's what I hear when I hear their music. It's static to me. You know what I mean? But let me end this stream off with this, guys. This is pretty important. I have to say this. Let's see whose toes I can step on. Hopefully people don't get angry, but if they do, it's fine. I have to say why every single truther has failed. The reason why most of the truthers actually failed in general. And I'm not saying that people didn't do a good job. There was something that all of us overlooked, right? Every single one of us. You guys have to admit this, okay? Every one of us overlooked this. We failed because we overestimated the stupidity of our fellow men and women, our fellow human beings. Not once in my life would I say that I could have predicted that they can say and force illegal things on us by lying and telling us that we have a 99.7% chance of survival, but you're all going to die. I thought that it had to make a little bit of sense. I think Eric Dubé and them thought the same thing everybody did. I think we all thought that everything has to make a little bit of sense. There's no way that they could say that this won't you're not going to get sick and you're not going to have any symptoms. And that would make people sick. I had no idea that they could say that you can get COVID toe and people believed it. I had no idea that they could literally take a computer program and keep us held in our houses and banned from entering buildings and establishments and work. I had no clue that they could do that with a computer program. I had no idea. I thought that if someone came on the TV and said, if you take this, it's not going to stop you from getting this sickness and it isn't going to stop you from giving it, but you have to take it. I thought that if they said that on TV, people would go, oh my God, are you crazy? No, 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 no. We all believed that it had to make a little bit of sense. And that's where we failed. That's where we failed. None of this has to make any sense, guys. None of it has to. They could say an alien invasion is happening because icebergs are melting and it's flooding the earth, because Mars has now kicked off of its axis and now it has a irregular orbit that also is causing new virus symptoms. What do you think about that, huh? How many people do you think that'll scare? What's up says, yep, for real. Most people are blissfully ignorant and comfortably numb. Can't even reach my own family. Me either. Me either. Me either. I sit here and show people how hundreds of thousands of children were paralyzed by this guy. And they're like, well, that was then. I say, this ain't really testing for anything. The inventor said so. Well, Amish, that's the inventor. Okay. He doesn't know about his own test that he invented. Okay. He's just the inventor. I am talking about Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci Christ is the new God of this world, first off. So who is a PCR inventor to Dr. Fauci Christ? He's a nothing. That's what they say to me. Stupid stuff like that. He's the inventor of it. He doesn't know anything about it. This crap gives me a headache, man. Cryptic says, new COVID symptom made me lose an inch off. Wait, what, you really seen it? Oh my God, that has me scared now, Cryptic. You look, Cryptic, you need to stop with all this fear porn. Okay? Hey, I'm not trying to lose an inch. Look, no. Most guys can't afford that. They'll have to change their gender. That means I'll have to delete all my songs where I was dissing some of them people. God, I hope I don't get that crap. It's going to be horrible. I don't know. I don't know. Eternal, I heard XXX Syntaxi and I heard him on some of his old music and it was conscious. It was real, real good. I was like, yo, this dude actually has some skill. And then he changed instantly. There's a point. If you go back and look at his old records and you follow him, you'll notice that he changed completely and started making nonsense music. He was like doing sexual stuff with people on stage and all this other crap, man, like for kids. You know what I mean? Like, and on top of that, he was like 16 at the time. He was doing a whole bunch of nonsense, man. I don't know. I just can't. Yeah. Hey, Crypto, if you guys have anything to send me, just send it over to me. This week is the last week I'm going to be working pretty hard, and then I'm actually going to be finally be free, and I'll be able to get you guys on here, and I'll be able to contact you guys some more too, and some emails and stuff. Hey, Jacqueline. Hey, wow, man. Jacqueline says, War of the Worlds for real. Wildman says, I think everyone is getting 5G rot. I think they're already rotten. Rotted. Because the reality on a lot of it is that they've been doing these television, social media type of things for decades now on the entire population of America. And that's probably what is going on with people, is we underestimated how stupid that most people actually were, because we, as individuals with a brain, it's hard to put ourselves in that type of mindset. It really is, guys. You can't understand what it's like anymore now that we understand the truth about the world. It's hard to go back into that. I talk to people all the time in real life and things, and they're all, well, Trump. Even Richie mentions it. It's bad, man. They're just, well, if they set off their nukes, set them off. I want everyone to. Please make my new year. Set all of your nukes off. God, like, why are we even talking about nukes? Why? People can't let go of it. They have them in fear from so many different angles that it's insane. They're all in fear. No, Cryptic, I have not been sick in 2 years. Isn't it amazing? I haven't even gotten a cold or anything. I mean, if colds exist. Well, Cryptic, colds don't really exist anymore. I mean, the flu's back. But I don't know. Colds don't exist, but you pretty much just get sick and die now after you go to the hospital. It's kind of it. Not extremists. No, I'm pretty healthy and stuff. I constantly try and just like keep all toxins, like detox. Like I just try and every week do some kind of detoxification. So I've been pretty good. It's hard. It's hard living healthy, because everything they do is to destroy health. It's all to destroy health. I was actually interviewing a dude at an oncology place, and I just looked at how many people walked in there for cancer, and everything has too much carcinogens. I mean, that's just what they're doing. My dad said his doctor told him, if every man lives long enough, every man will get prostate cancer. I just stared at my dad. I just stared at him. If every man lives long enough, he'll get prostate cancer, because that's a natural disease. Now you know why I get so angry with people who don't know the scientific method. A natural science and a definition. Science is the study of the physical and natural world through observation and experimentation. It's the one thing they don't use. For 5-7 years without any kind of flu. It's pretty good. 41, I think I've had the flu 5 times. I don't really remember if I had the flu or not. They don't have any like cold medicine or anything for the flu. I don't know. They call it a flu shot, not a flu vaccine. It's real weird. Their terminology changes, you know? Kirby said I got sick X-Mix. It was 2 years since the last time I got sick. Fam was like, go get tested. I said, why would I do that? I'd still be sick. Right. They want to get tested just to see if they have something. Everybody keeps getting tested. It's insane. 3 times in the past 2.5 years. That's excellent, though. It's excellent. Yep. Breathing in toxic chemicals. They eat them, breathe them in. They fall on us in the rain. They're in the water. Oh, really? Friend that almost died from the swine flu. That was a few years back, huh? Yeah, I heard it was like multiple swine flus and crap. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it was a lot of stuff happening with that too. I'm sure it was. Thing was I wasn't really researching. I mean, they hid it probably the same way they hid what's going on now. Yep. Yeah, cryptic. I don't even go around that many people anymore. I try not to breathe in the same air as them or anything. You know, the germ theory is fake, but when you buy, you know, our immune systems communicate with each other, and when you alter the way everyone else's works and you're around people with biologically active agents, it is possible that you could get sick from that. My mom's actually been sick, so really bad, but she keeps claiming she didn't get anything. But I think everybody's a liar now. Can't trust anybody. Yep, I agree. Once you wake up, it's like what WTF? How do they not see it? It's right in front of their faces. It is, and they don't lie to you. They tell you. They tell you. Everyone ignores it. Everyone forgot about it. Everyone forgot about it. My dad forgot about everything. Everyone forgot about it all. It's amazing. Can never forget. That's the problem with people that are like 60 years and older that aren't tuned into technology. They live through these time periods and then they forget all about what actually happened. Because we're watching the videos over and over again on YouTube, and we see what Kennedy said and all these people, and we know what they said then and compare it now. These people heard it one time on TV and didn't pay attention to it. Yeah, the bird flu thing. Yep. Yeah, I hear people are lined up to get tested and they're staying in line for hours. Hours, like Black Friday crap. You ever heard of such? If you're well enough to stand in a freaking line, God, I don't want to go around slapping people. It's not good. Yeah, yeah. It's only a couple days when you get healthy again. You know, it's only a couple days. Yep, that's how that works. It's exactly how it works. They're really altering people, man. This is can't believe we're alive to see this. Can't believe we're alive to see this. It's a grand time to be alive because if we change the world, we can finally, if we all just wake up, we can finally overtake everything they've done from space crap to Antarctica crap. Problem is, the whole world has to do it. It has to be the whole world. Whole world. It can't just be the United States. It has to be the whole world. But I can't speak every language. They did that on purpose to divide us. I don't think it was the creator that did that. I think it was them. Exactly. It's never been isolated. So I don't know why I would get tested with a test not testing for it. I got a computer. I can make a program just like that. It is. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. That's what they're doing. Rewriting the dictionary. That's what they do. Meanwhile, all the kids are exposed to a whole bunch of porn stars on TikTok. Well, here, look. Here's how it works. Okay, you make a sexually provocative TikTok, and you put your Pornhub link in the description for people to follow you. You don't have to be naked on TikTok. It's that simple. So the more that the children see, the more of the fake world they believe. They believe men are like that and they believe women are like that, when in reality, they're not. Even though women are ridiculous. But men are too. But I am saying there's more women doing that nonsense than men. By a long shot. By an insane long shot. You know, some of them do it for fun. OnlyFans taking naked pictures and just stuff for fun. It's all for fun. They're not even making money. They're just polluting minds, creating more simps. Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. They've been putting that crap up everywhere. It's going to be interesting to see. I think they said the 19th they're turning on the whole 5-7. 5. Yep. I mean, they really don't have any minds anymore. They think all of it is supposed to be jokes or laughing and just stupid stuff, you know? I see girls and I see them disrespecting girls and touching them and stuff. And it's because girls are trying to be sexually provocative and stuff. Everything that women wear now is for revealing purposes. That's it. And they all want some kind of their idols are doing the same thing. Adam 22 and the rest of the stuff. That's what people like now. That's because that's what they're told to like. That's what's shoved in their faces, you know, and being able to pretend to reach these people. And women just don't understand. They don't get it. I don't know. I've always had more integrity. Yep. It's how you crumble a society. Go after the women's minds first. Exactly. Yep. Now it's just kid cases everywhere. That's all it is. Kid cases. I tell you guys too, the other rapper I brought up here, Lil Pump, by the way, Lil Pump had he was 16 or 15 years old, and he was on Instagram. Let's say having favors done for him on camera as an underage kid with an adult. And there was some girl that was performing all these things, and that got him in trouble as well. So all these kids, they're 14, 13, 14, 15 years old. That's what they've been doing. They've been doing that. Bunk Gang was another guy who did that, and he promoted that stuff right on I don't know how to spell his name. Bunk Gang, right here, this guy. He's a rapper too, made big off of World Star Hip Hop, and he was on Instagram doing pornography. He also was stealing people's pet dogs and playing tricks on people, stealing their dogs, watching their reactions in order to boost up his so-called social media stuff. But World Star Hip Hop was promoting him. I've looked into World Star as well. World Star, they only promote certain people. They won't allow anybody to just get on there. You can pay a couple, few $100s to a couple $1,000s to be able to get on there regularly. But in order to be promoted like him, it takes over $100,000 easily. I looked up the prices. I know the prices of this stuff. You want 7 days on that piff? It's $8,000 to be on their website for 7 days on the front. This is 50.com for 50 cents. You want to be on his website? You better have tens of thousands of dollars per week. That's how much it costs. Guarantee you only get a few hundred subscribers off of it. I slap in my sleep. Oh, yeah. Yeah. People were distraught. Some of the dogs were like $4,000 dogs and stuff. He goes up rich people's neighborhoods. Okay. Steals the really rich people's neighborhoods. He steals their dogs. Psychopath. And people actually let that guy into counting money. And I don't want them to come up here with naked girls because he does that crap all the time. It's all it's about. It's all it's about. Yeah. 100%. I don't know if they what is it? BOONK.
She's so cute. She cute as fuck. How much you want for her? Two?
2,000.
That's reasonable.
2,000?
2,000.
That's reasonable.
What type of dog this is? 2,000.
French Bulldog.
French Bulldog?
Yeah, I thought you ain't see it when you put it up on the list.
2,000.
2,000.
How long y'all had her?
3 months.
3 months? Oh shit! Fuck this shit! Yo! Go, bro. I got the dog, bro. Go. I got the dog, bro. 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 Woo! Fuck $2,000 for a dog, my nigga. What $2,000 for a dog, bro? Come on.
Okay, do you guys hear that? Am I playing audio? Isn't that amazing? That is how you become a rapper. Exactly. That's how you become a rapper. You want to be a rapper, you have to risk going to jail. He did go to jail. You have to do crimes and do publicity stunts. Okay? Instead of people looking up some stuff with Eric Dubé, right? Their 180K goes to watching this guy steal a dog. That's where 300,000 goes here, stealing ducks and crap and stealing this and stealing that. That's steals a whole tray out of donuts. I remember I was looking him up back when he did this. Walked into Dunkin' Donuts or something and just stole a whole tray and ran out. This is what, and then he just started doing pornography on Instagram. Got his account deleted, and got in trouble by his managers and everything. I can't be around people like that, man. Can't be around it. I'm not, that's why I don't consider myself, even a rapper. I'm more of a, and this is it. This is what people do. This dude ain't even rich. Like, what kind of job can you get with that many tattoos and stuff, knowing that everybody discriminates against you and stuff, And they're getting kids to do that, and kids are having trouble with ear piercings and all this other stuff. Walking Dead, 100%. Nothing inside of his mind. Stealing people's animals, and yeah, he's been doing that a lot. And then putting it on there, amazing. I can't stand people, man. Can't stand what this industry has become. This country has become. Matt says, and then the same piece of will cry BLM, inequality, and racism. Give me a break. Try try doing that in Russia or China. You'll find the real lynch mob there. Exactly. I'll just take people's animals and stuff and steal and yep. These people are embarrassments. They're embarrassments. They're embarrassments. No. Look, though, I'll be honest. If you were to get a face tattoo and you get something really, really small, like I said, I'm a tattoo artist. I have no issues, right? And Knocker streamers, you got to join the list. All right. I aim to offend. But if you actually put like a small diamond or something like that on the side, I've seen some beautiful face tattoos that are really, really small and on the side, and they add almost like a certain type of definition to your face if that's what you want to do. You know what I mean? But getting writing and marijuana leaves and stuff on your face, I don't know about all that. Getting colored all over your face and stuff, and getting a cross in the middle of your forehead and a knife, not a cross. Not it's a knife. That's what that guy said. He said, "What's the cross on your forehead for?" And he said, "It's not a cross, it's a knife." So it's a ISS. Um, uh, no, there's ways. Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I've seen some really nice ones. I've never tattooed anybody's face. I don't tattoo faces. But I've done some tattoos on couple. I've done one on a person's neck. But I don't do anything above that. Right? Yeah, I got 2 apprenticeships. A lot of stuff. I always had an interest in art and a lot of things like that. I mean, all those things, those are the things that captivated, But when you're not free to just be what you want to be, I found out in the tattoo industry, there's a lot of people, Johnny Galt and the rest of them, that got threatened and stuff because the industry doesn't want you to know how to do hair and do portraits and do brush shading and gray washing. And there's certain techniques that you use for that in order to make it look good. and you got to have certain types of machines and settings, and you got to manipulate your hand movements and things in a way so that you can create those effects. Otherwise, you try and do a portrait on somebody and color in somebody's hair, it's going to look like crap with a tattoo machine. Yeah, yeah. I've seen some chicks with some yeah, like a couple like stars on the inside of their ears and stuff. I think that's all fine. Like I said, I don't judge people based on tattoos, but I know that no kids are going to be hired if they got Ronald McDonald all across their face. They can't get hired at regular jobs, which means they have to sell drugs. And most of these people do sell drugs and make money by stealing people's dogs. You know, he literally is sell that dog for $1,000. He just made $1,000 by running into the car, stealing, and he might be there with 3 or 4 guys. And of course, if you're trying to sell a dog to somebody and, you meet somebody and they bring 10 people up to your house, you don't want to get into some kind of fight, not knowing if they're going to pull a gun out and shoot you. You know what I'm saying? It's gang related, all of it. Just like Cryptic said, that's all it is, So of course he can run away, and he's going to run in order to, get to the car as quickly as he can and make a getaway. Because of course, he could win in a fight if he had to win in a fight and jump on the people. But thing is that, can you get away in time, or can you, and it's a prank, He didn't hurt anybody in a way physically, so he just steals and does a crime regardless. You know what I mean? They just banned all colored ink for tattoos in Europe until new inks are invented. They're only black and white allowed now. Really? Holy crap. Right. Yeah, it's a little bit overrated, at this point. Tattoos and stuff, they're a little bit overrated. I don't have a desire for them anymore. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go eat some dinner. Thank you all for joining the stream. The next one is going to be on bloodlines, everyone. It's going to be on bloodlines in the music industry for the part 2 of what I'm doing on this music industry and stuff. So should be pretty interesting. And I'm trying to get Thursday open to have some people on. Matt says, look up the ingredients for some of those things. I am big on that because I got a license and everything, and I didn't want people to have reactions and stuff to any of the inks. There's a lot of different types of inks out there, so I got certain types and stuff. But yeah, that was a big part. I had to look. I had to look all that stuff up, black light ink and all that. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I didn't want anybody having a freak out, because people have done that right in the middle of a huge tattoo. I touched this girl's leg and she freaking jumped. She jumped so hard that she would have ripped her leg wide open if I had the machine on her. I had to touch her really quickly with the machine, lift up and wait for her to jump, and then put the machine back down right, a little bit further than where I started at, and do the line. I mean, it was like a 14-hour tattoo. It should have only taken a little short period of time. I'm like, dude, I'm done tattooing people, dude. You can't move. But no, she wasn't flexing. She jumped like someone pinched her arm, pinched her leg. So I gave her 2 tattoos and I was done. I was done after that. No. Everybody who gets one from me, I've stopped after a few months now. I haven't done them in months. But anybody who gets them now, they get very small things first. You know what I mean? And I see how they react before they get a 6-hour tattoo that they're jumping and screaming through. No, can't do that. Now, unless you want some scribbles on your arm and you want your skin tore apart, you have to be perfectly still. I don't care how much it hurts. You know what I mean? Appreciate this great stream, Amish, and I hope you're back with another one soon. Thank you, Eternal, and thank you all for joining. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna, I got some stuff lined up, and I got another music video I want to come out with too. I think one's gonna be it's called Holy Sacrifice. And I got a freestyle video of me live recording it in the studio, but I don't know if it's a good idea to release it on YouTube. So definitely look up I'll see if I can post some links. I'm going to be soon. I'm going to be seeing if I can do a uncensored stream on Odyssey. So I'm on Odyssey at Amish Space Station. So I'm going to put the links to underneath all this. I just haven't had time at all. So I'm sorry, but I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it going. Everyone, please stay as safe as you can. Stay away from insanity and psychopaths trying to stick you and kill you. I'm sorry that everyone in your country is trying to kill you. I apologize for the psychopaths, kill you and your children and your family. But yeah, just stay as sane as possible and as awake and aware to what's going on. Don't be fooled by the nonsense. But I'll see you guys. I'm gonna go eat. Thank you all for joining. I really appreciate that. If you guys got any questions about the industry or something that you want to know that I didn't cover here, mainly about the industry, what it takes, industry related, not people related, but industry related. Naga Streamus for the win. Thank you. That is my link, everyone. I really appreciate that. I'm going to see if I can post the link underneath as well. Thank you all. And if you got any comments or anything like that you want to list, I will answer all comments, even if it's like a few days later. I'm going to read them all and answer them all. Sometimes it doesn't show up that anyone commented, so I got to go back and look at some of my old videos, and I will reply back. I've replied back to people months later sometimes, but I will answer them for sure. So, all right, everyone, stay safe. If you need me, though, you can spam email me, and eventually I will see the notifications all on my phone and crap. And if you need me, Amish Space Station, Proton Mail. All right, everyone. Until next time, hopefully later this week, I'll see you.